I went out Wednesday night, got absolutely hammered for the football, and Thursday literally did nothing. And can you do that? And can you do this? And can you do? But I only put in to just come and connect these two rads up. Sits on here and pivots forward. Recently fell off a ladder. I think he broke his rib or his finger or something. Where is he? There he is. See his little head popping up. Oh, so I'm going to take that one, take that one, take that one, take that one, and I'll bring back what I don't use. But you know full well it's not going to be any of them three. Yep. Right, I know you're all gearing up for the football. However, I'm going to put a little video out. I weren't sure whether to do a video today because of the football was going to be on. And to be honest, I'll be completely transparent. I went out Wednesday night, got absolutely hammered for the football. And Thursday, literally did nothing. Just sort of dragged myself through the day. Picked my tools up from the renovation job because the floor sanders were doing the entrance hall and the stairs and that, so no one could get into the building. So I just took my tools away, floated down to Plumbase, sort of farted around in there for a little bit and just went home and just went back to bed because I felt shit. So it's Friday now, so I've literally got a couple of little jobs to do today. I'll go and get them done, get a little bit of content on them. Again, I'm sorry, I just well, we've done all right in the football, didn't we? So I thought I'd celebrate that. So I'll try and get a little bit today, but I'm conscious the football's on anyway in a minute because you'll be watching this about 6 o'clock Sunday. 8 o'clock the boys are going to smash it, so I won't hold you up too much. Right, let's get over to the first job. Right, so we're back at this job. Some of you may recognise from the previous video this setup where I drilled that pipe there doing that rad. So it's basically come to fit that rad down there. I'll show you. It's come to fit that rad there, tails are in, get the rad popped on the wall, and this one down here. So hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. I've got the heating draining at the minute. So we've got the rad tails here, pop them on the bottom, and hopefully connect it up straightforward enough. Right, so we've got this one back on this wall, and I've drained the heating down, cut that one off, cut that. Just got to put the tails in now, up there, and then get these valves on, put on, pasted up, put on, and hopefully it'll be okay with the centres and that. I measured it, so it should be okay. Now these are quite stretched out on these tails, but it's the only way of doing it with that rad in that fixed position. So we'll pressure test it up now, get it back up to pressure, and just make sure they're okay, which I'm sure they will be. Right, that's them rads connected up, done, and the one down the far end there. Now this is the job that I've sort of come in halfway with a builder. There's been a plumber here before, so I've come in halfway through, done these little bits, and I connected a manifold up as well. I'll show you. Well, I've got the water to it, got it on, turned on, so it's all full of water. But the when I got here today, the woman said, "Oh, you've come to do the 2 rads, which is what I was here for." She said, "Oh, you've come to finish off the manifold, the underfloor heating." And I looked and I went, "Oh, it needs all wiring up." She went, oh, are you not doing that? I said, no. I said, that's obviously the electrician's job. And then she was like, oh, and the old plumber took a sink out in the back room. Can you do that? And can you do this? And can you do this? And I'd only put in to just come and connect these 2 rads up. But it sort of puts you in a bit of an awkward predicament. So I've only sort of allowed time to connect them up, get it all up and running. But what I'm going to try and do is get this. They've got a little sink on. It's got to go here. So I'm going to see if I can just quickly get that on for her. Just show a bit of willing, really. But that's the thing when builders tell clients, oh, Mark's come in, he'll do that, that and that, and then just says to me, it's just 2 radiators to do. So, right, let's have a look at this sink and see what I can do with it. So first off, this is what I've got. I've got the waste, but you know, you usually have that rubber washer in the top there to go onto here. That's not here. So, brackets are here, luckily. But I'll see if I can just get it into position. Push the waste into here. Hopefully it's all right behind there, I don't know. Oh, is that it? Oh, yes, take it all back, perfect. Right, we'll see what we can do then. Get the waste connected into here and sort of push this in first, because that's going to give us the distance. Right, so what I've done, I've took a centre line off the waste there, because we know the waste is centre of where these are going to sit, like so. So if we centre that, then we know the width of those, and then we can work out the height with the waste screwed on the with the trap screwed on the bottom. So I've got these brackets on for this basin, but the height of the basin, it just sort of sits on here and pivots forward. So I haven't got any wall bolts, but I've been always keep a container with just old random bolts and stuff like that. So I've managed to scrape together a couple of them. So we're going to put them in up in that little bit and get to it. Always handy to have a car socket set in your van, just for a little open-ended spanner. Open-ended spanner to get in there 10mm to get these bolts done up. So we get that on, bolt it back to the wall and work off that then. There we go, spot on. So we get another one in the other side, and then that's that sorted. Right, there we go. That's how it was. So that's how it's going back in, as far as I know. It was sort of lumped on me, so at least I get it up and running. There we go. See, couldn't leave her without the sink. It just annoys you, you know, when you come here to do a certain thing and oh, can you do this and this and this and this? But it's in now, so we'll get tidied up and hopefully that's it for this job anyway. Okay, so that was that little job sorted out. It just really annoys me when you get there and there's a list of loads of stuff to do that the builder hasn't told you about. But this is that new builder that I've started doing bits for. And to be honest, I'm probably not that keen when they don't sort of relay all the info to you. Anyway, that's sorted. Got the basin on for her, done the rads, sorted some of the bits out for her. Now, earlier in the week, a local plumber to me rang me. I've known him years and years, a good guy, big up the Rod. Rod gave me a ring. It turns out he recently fell off a ladder. I think he broke his rib or his finger or something. Anyway, then off the back of that, he's someone in his household's got corona or the symptoms or whatever it is, so he's had to isolate basically. So he's rung me up and said, Mark, is there any chance this week you could pop to a restaurant that he does some work for in Kenilworth to sort a siphon out and a couple of little bits? I said, if I get chance, I will do. So I've just rung him up and said I've got a little slot now. So I'm just popped to Plumbase now. I'm going to pick up a couple of siphons because I'm not 100% sure what it is, but no doubt whatever I take will be the wrong one anyway. But that's life, isn't it? So I'll pick up a couple of siphons and we'll head over there and see what's going on. All right, mate. Where is he? There he is. See his little head popping up. Siphons, right. So I'm going to take a Turbo 88 and oh no, he said it was a push button, didn't he? Fuck it, I'm going to take one of them and no, just the normal, just with the twin buttons on the top.
That one's there. That's the push button one, pneumatic one. Ah, it's got the one with the pipes on it. The do one that's just a...
I'm going to take a few with me. Basically, I've got to do a job for the rod because he's isolating.
All right, fair enough. Oh, no.
It's in Pomeroy, so it's, I don't know what it's going to be, but no doubt if I take all the siphons, it's still not going to be the one I'll need, is it?
I guarantee that. That one you obviously cut down to suit on the height of that. But
It's already open, so your bits are bound to be missing, isn't it?
We'll take them out there, baby. And there's one right there.
So, right, so I'm going to take that one, take that one, take that one, take that one, and I'll bring back what I don't use. But you know full well it's not going to be any of them three.
Yep, guarantee that. There's too many, isn't there?
Right, so we're at this job, and you can see the little trickle at the bottom there is that this siphon is passing. So if we just unclick it out, what I'll do is switch that rubber over just quickly, just to see if that solves it. If not, I'll go and see if we've got one, because sod's law, I didn't get one of them, did I? But we'll have a look. Right, that's a quick little fix. Well, I say quick little fix. What I've done on that siphon, because it was a siphon, an SJT siphon, I've never seen one before, but I'll have a look later on. What I've done, I've just pulled the washer off, switched it round, turned it upside down basically, refitted it, and it's cured it. But I'm just conscious of it possibly doing it again. So it was a quick fix for them. That sorted that out. So I'll go and have a look and see if I can get one of them siphons, and if it is, just a case of clicking the old one out, clicking the new one in. But what that was doing was, because that was constantly flowing, it was triggering the systemizer up in the men's toilets that's feeding the urinals, so they were constantly running. Because that toilet was running, it was triggering that, thinking, you know, stuff was being used on the flow of the cold water. So I've just popped up and it stopped that as well. So it was a fairly simple sort of thing, just basically helping a mate out really who's struggling to get to it. But I've swung and done that, so I'll give him a ring now and let him know what's going on. But that's it this week. As I said, I ain't really got much for the tail end of this week, because I was a bit hanging on Thursday. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully in about 3 hours time we'll be winning the Euros. So see you Wednesday.